Following program is brought to you in compatible color, pioneered and developed by RCA. The makers of Old Gold cigarettes, regular and king size, and Old Gold filters, for the best taste yet in a filter cigarette, bring you the Walter Winchell Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Walter Winchell.
Mr. and Mrs. Border to Border and Coast to Coast, a toast to you and yours. Here's to the stars in your eyes and the 48 in your heart. Our stars and headliners tonight feature Frankie Lane.
To spend some time with you, just like this rendezvous. To cheer you if you're blue, that's my desire.
Miss Lisa Kirk.
To warm you if you're cold. Some rock songs you know. A dash of rock and roll. That's my desire.
Russ Tamblin.
To help you dance your cares away. We borrow steps from the ballet.
Neil Adams.
We'll mix some jiving with you.
And now a very special guest, Jack Parker.
So let my jokes begin to help you wear a grin and smile that new year in. That's my desire. That's my desire.
Before we start celebrating, here is the story of a hunter. He found the answer to perfect smoking pleasure.
Looking for something?
Nope, found it. Best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Old Gold filters.
Yes, sir. The hunt is over. Here's the filter cigarette with the best taste yet. Why? Perfect balance of a great new filter and a great modern blend. You know, a lot of smokers spend half their time looking for good taste. And so once they hunt down those Old Gold filters, well, they're not going to let that good taste get away from them. They've found the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. And you will, too, when you light up that modern blend of tobaccos. So rich, so light, so golden bright. No wonder Old Gold filters give you the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Just try them and see.
The top recording star of all time was Gene Austin. He was the father of My Blue Heaven, another very great song. The second top recording star is Bing Crosby. Sharing the number 3 spotlight for selling over 50 million records each are 3 current favorites. Perry Como, Nat King Cole, and our star tonight, Frankie Lane.
The skies are cloudy and green. They're only gray for a day. So wrap all your troubles in dreams. Dream all your troubles away. Till that sunshine seeps through. There's only one thing you can do. So wrap all your troubles in dreams. Dream your troubles away. Your castle troubles fade after all. Life is really funny that way. There's no use to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you King Cole the day? Just remember the sunshine will always follow the rain. So wrap all your troubles in dreams. Dream your troubles away. Your cancel's troubles fade after all. Life is really funny that way. There's no use to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you King Cole the day? Just remember the
Ladies and gentlemen, the newcomers are the lifeblood of your Hollywood and mine. They light up the sky when the old stars fade. We have two very attractive youngsters with us tonight. Neil Adams. Her dancing was one of the big excitements in the Broadway hit Kismet. More recently, she was in Pajama Game. Her first moving picture will be This Could Be the Night. Russ Tamblyn. His versatility was a high spot in MGM's Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Tonight, they wed their talents for the very first time. And only one short week ago, they hadn't even met.
You may have the rest of the night off after you clean up this mess.
Ladies and gentlemen, only a few months ago, the New York critic said that Lisa Kirk had set a precedent in swank hotel nightclub history. The Waldorf Astoria Hotel booked her act right after she broke the record at the Persian Room in the Plaza on 59th Street. Lisa appeared on our show 8 weeks ago. She is back tonight because so much of your mail shouted encore. The country girl from Roscoe, Pennsylvania. Now a toast on both coasts. My fair Lisa Kirk.
In olden days, a glimpse of Stockton was something shocking I haven't known. Anything goes. Good authors, too, who once knew better words, now only use three-letter words, gotten told. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today. Black today is white today. The guys today that we prize today are just boys in men's clothes. What good's a dream that's unexpressible? Nature is irrepressible. Heaven knows anything goes. Do you know that I know so many people who can't let themselves go? Cannot let themselves go.
Well, you know, I've always believed that he who hesitates is lost. Well, why wait? Now, you just take me, for instance. I eat when I'm hungry, sleep when I'm tired, do what I want to do when I'm inspired. I laugh when I'm happy, cry when I'm sad. Though I'm a lady, I yell like a fool when I'm mad. I do, I'm very... I smoke when I'm nervous, drink when I'm dry. If some guy looks good to me, I'll give him the eye. No ring on my finger, no every night blow. With me, anything goes. I mean to say anything goes. So when some night I spend an hour with someone who's got the power to curl my toes, anything goes, 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 goes. Tear up the roof, kick off my mule, stand on my ear, my dear, play dominoes. Now let's make it clear, my dear, here, anything goes. A rose is 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 a rose. Well, I suppose. Anything goes. Anything goes. Anything. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it really is a great pleasure to be back on Mr. Winchell's show. And he told me that when I came back to visit with him, that I could do anything I wanted to do, as long as it didn't take longer than 6 minutes. So I think my time's just about up. So I better shut up and sing, huh? You know what makes a honeybee happy? Honey! You know what makes a millionaire happy? Money. You know what makes a lover happy? Ooh, that tender kiss. But what makes me happy is this. Let me sing a funny song with crazy words that roll along. And if my song can start you laughing, I'm happy, happy. Let me sing a sad refrain, a broken heart that loved in vain. And if my song can start you crying, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues, you're out of your seat. And if my song can reach your shoes and start to tapping your feet, I'm happy. Let me sing a pixie charm, cotton fields, mother's arms. And if my song can make you homesick, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues to lift you out of your seat. And if my song can reach your shoes and start to tapping your feet, I'm happy. Let me sing a Dixie time, cotton fields, my mother's arms. And if my song can make you homesick, tell me happy.
Lisa Kirk will star at the Coconut Grove Hotel Ambassador, Los Angeles, January 9th. Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, be sure and get the latest issue of Cosmopolitan magazine, now on the stands. The entire issue is devoted to Broadway, your Broadway and mine. Now let us meet a young man who has a sharp eye for pleasure and good taste in cigarettes.
Nope, found it. Best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Old Gold Filters.
Yes, sir. A whale of a discovery. A filter cigarette with the best taste yet. Why? Perfect balance of a great new filter and a great modern blend. You know, a lot of smokers spend half their time looking for good taste. And so when they land those Old Gold filters, well, it's like landing a prize trout before breakfast. Yes, they've found the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. And you will, too, when you light up that modern blend of tobaccos. So rich, so light, so golden bright. No wonder Old Gold filters give you the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Just try them and see.
One of the wittiest comedians in all show business. One of the wonderfuls of Mr. Wonderful. Jack Carter.
Hey, what a feeling, and what a glow. Oh, what a thrill to be here on your show. Now, Mr. Walter, you've been Winchellful to me. Oh, but must I work for free? I'm kidding. I get paid, and it's a thrill to be here on Mr. Winchell's festive New Year's show. And 56 was a wonderful year. It gave us three things: peace, prosperity, and Elvis Presley. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, anyhow. But it's wonderful to be with Mr. Winchell, who proved an old adage that if you got a slogan, you can make $1 million. Everybody knows when he says, "Good evening, Mr. North American Sea, let's go to press." And look at Al Jolson. He made a fortune saying, "You ain't heard nothing yet." And Ted Lewis made $1 million with Is Everybody Happy? But how about a television repairman made a fortune with one line: "The set's got to go back to the shop, lady." Of course, the reason I'm happy being out here, Mr. Winchell took me to a big Christmas party, and all the big Hollywood stars were there. James Mason was there with his wife, and Herb Schreiner was there with his wife. I took some little homely girl along. I figured if they got Masons and Shriners, I might as well take a moose. Funny, they had a girl there, a movie star, and I forget her name, but she represented the new year, and all she had on was a little sign here, 57. The rest of it was just covered with thick gold paint. You know, it was kind of a novelty. Well, I hung around waiting for the novelty to wear off, and I hope that joke's compatible for color. But it's so wonderful being in California, especially at Christmas. I was never out here this time of the year, and because, you know, there's no snow. The kids, you don't miss it, though. They get up Christmas morning, and they go out and they throw smog balls at each other. No smog jokes. No, I'm not going to kid it. Everybody does. It's nothing out here. Boy, when that smog lifts, you get a beautiful view of the fog laying there. But finally, the fog lifts, and you see the birds coughing and hacking and choking, putting murine in their eyes. Help me find La Cienega. Where's my tree on water? And in spite of the weather, people move out here. California, Los Angeles keeps growing and growing. They don't even let you move in now. They meet you at the airport with cement. What do you want? 1 room or 2? They build it around you as you walk. Here, put the patio here. Where's the bathroom? Over there. Here we are. And all you see is signs. Veterans, move in, nothing down. Move in, nothing down. And they mean it. There's nothing down. No floors, no walls. You sit by a drain pipe for 8 weeks. Where's the living room? You know what this has done? California's overcrowded. There's millions of cars here, 40 million cars. In fact, if every car in California was laid end to end, some jerk could pull out and try and pass every one of them. The women drivers, that's what does it. A friend of mine got hit 3 times yesterday. Never left his house. How do you like that? Boy, women get in the car and they get a look in their eye like you shouldn't be living anymore, you know? Boy, one guy saw a woman in a car. He deserted his car, left it in the street, ran into a building, up 8 flights into an office. He hid under a desk. He got him anyway. So there's only one thing to do. It's the pastime here in California. Go to Las Vegas. And when you're driving to Las Vegas, if you're smart, if you see a sign gas, take it right away. That's it. Las Vegas. That's Disneyland with crap tables. I was just there at the New Frontier Hotel, and I worked with Lily St. Cyr. Oh, she's beautiful. Lily St. Cyr, remember her? And she's kind of gorgeous. Beautiful body. I don't know who designed it, but the Russians are after the plans. But she was out there, and she had very little on. It was kind of low and short. I think it was a belt she was wearing. I don't know. And here's the guy in the front row eating his dinner. Never looked at her, chopping away at the food. She's dancing and moving, and this guy's eating his dinner. I just hope I never get that hungry, that's all. But it's wonderful. What a city, Las Vegas. Love, marriage, divorce. There's nothing like love, courtship. Young people going together. They can't bear to be apart. Every time he leaves, she says, take my love with you, take my heart with you, take my soul with you. After they're married, here, take the garbage with you. Boss, I'm not knocking you. Don't get me wrong. I've had 4 beautiful years of married life, and 4 out of 12 isn't bad, believe me. Just that people fight too much, always screaming, it's my house, it's yours. Who bought the car? I own the car. Backseat driving. Look out, Sam. Watch that light. Turn left, turn right. Don't tell me how to drive, you drive. Finally, this guy got disgusted. He pulled his car on the railroad track. The train was coming. He jumped out. He said, well, I got my half across. Let's see what we can do with yours. You can't knock it, though. It's wonderful. You know what it means to a man to come home after a hard day's work, and he rushes up to a woman at the door, and she cooks for him, and she makes love to him and holds him. You know what this means to a man? It means he's in the wrong apartment, that's all. But this was a wonderful year for love and marriage. Look at it. Marilyn Monroe got married. Anita Ekberg, Zarak, she got married. And Hal March and Phil Silvers got married. I didn't even know they were seeing each other. So, you can work that in a while. Hal March, $64,000 question. That's all they got is quiz shows and misery on television. On Strike It Rich, they had a man on last week starving and hungry. His house was destroyed. His wife had pneumonia. His 3 kids were starving, and he wasn't a contestant. He brought somebody who had a problem. This is your life. They take a poor man out of the audience. They embarrass him. They bring back every miserable incident that happened to him. They bring back an aunt that used to hate him. A school teacher used to run him down with cars. And to top it all off, they fly his mother-in-law all the way from New York to kiss him on the lips on television. He moved to California to get away from her altogether. But every Sunday night it goes on TV on Toast of the Town, The Ghost Walks. Ed Sullivan.
Thank you very much. Really got a really big shoe here tonight, you there? Yes, sir, a really big shoe. And don't forget that next week on our shoe right here. On our shoe here. Right here, on our stage here. Not out there, but right here. Right about over here, right here. We'll have the entire Indianapolis Speedway races up here. And next week on our show, Admiral Nasser is going to be here to open the Suez Canal right up here. And we're very, very happy that next week on our shoe, with a really big thrill, we're going to have the entire Civil War with the original cast. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's wonderful. So let's have wonderful. 'Cause you've been wonderful. Just being here.
Very funny. New Yorkers and visitors to the big town. The biggest show of them all. All the stars in one big glamorous night. The scene, the Waldorf Astoria. The date, January 27th. The American Theater Wing's first night ball. A command performance in honor of the President and Mrs. Eisenhower. Now starting on a second 50 million record with his latest jukebox click, Moonlight Gambler, Frankie Lane.
You can gamble for matchsticks, and you can gamble for gold. The stakes may be heavy or small, but if you haven't gambled for love and loss, then you haven't gambled at all. They call me the Moonlight Gambler. I've gambled for love and loss. When I gamble for love, but it isn't in the cards. Oh, what heartache it can cost me win or lose a moonlight gambler. And the winner is what I long to be. So I'll gamble for love just as long as I live, till the day Lady Luck smiles at me. Well, you can gamble for matchsticks, you can gamble for gold. The stakes may be heavy or small, but if you haven't gambled for love and loss, then you haven't gambled at all. haven't gambled at all. So I'll gamble for love just as long as I live, till the day Lady Luck smiles at me. So they call me the Moonlight Gambler. Yes, they call me the Moonlight Gambler.
Thank you. The beautiful and the practical do not always go together. But here in a brief message from the alternate sponsor is an example of this combination.
Out of this world, new hairstyle. Smooth, sleek, excitingly different. There's an endless variety of glamorous new hairstyles. Irresistible, because they can be perfectly waved with just 20 curlers or less, half the usual number. Out of this world Tip-Tony, the 20 curl permanent. The first permanent custom-made for these new hairstyles and for between permanent stragglers. Only half the curlers to wind, actually half the work. Tip-Tony is the same as Tony, only smaller in cost, just $1.25. You get fresh air waving lotion in a sealed bottle every time. Just the right amount for 20 curls. New 20 curl hairstyle. Beautiful to behold, delightful to have. With Tip-Tony, the only 20 curl permanent in 3 types of lotions. One just right for you.
Mr. and Mrs. United States. At midnight, December 31, Father Time and Mother Nature will have a new baby. It will be christened 1957. In common with all babies, its birth will be full of mystery, emotion, and poetry. It will be a time for joy and a time for hope. Please give this wonderful new baby what all babies need, tenderness and affection, and nourish it with your faith. Give it reason for laughter and joy. For the birth of a new year is humanity's most blessed event. Its heartbeat is the music of life. Cradle this new baby, 1957, in your heart, because every breath it takes is a breath of your own life. Happy New Year, and good night.
This is Hal Sawyer saying good night from Hollywood. The preceding program was brought to you in compatible color, pioneered and developed by RCA.
She broke the record at the Persian Room in the Plaza on 59th Street. Leisure appeared on our show 8 weeks ago. She is back tonight because so much of your mail shouted encore. The Country Girl from Roscoe, Pennsylvania. Now a toast on both coasts. My fair Lisa Kirk.
In olden days, a glimpse of Docomo's, something shocking I haven't known. Anything goes. Good authors, too, who once knew better words, now only use 3-letter words, got and told. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good bad today. Black today is white today. The guys today that we prize today are just boys in men's clothes. What good's a dream that's unexpressible? Nature is irrepressible. Heaven knows. Anything goes. Do you know that I know so many people who can't let themselves go? Cannot let themselves go. Well, you know, I've always believed that he who hesitates is lost. Well, why wait? Now, you just take me, for instance. I eat when I'm hungry, sleep when I'm tired, do what I want to do when I'm inspired. I laugh when I'm happy, cry when I'm sad. Though I'm a lady, I yell like a fool when I'm mad. I do, I'm very... I smoke when I'm nervous, drink when I'm dry. If some guy looks good to me, I'll give him the eye. No ring on my finger, no every night blows. With me, anything goes. I mean to say, anything goes. So when some night I spend an hour with someone who's got the power to curl my toes, anything goes, 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 goes. Tear up the roof, kick off my mule, stand on my ear, my dear, play dominoes. Now let's make it clear, my dear, here, anything goes.
He found the answer to perfect smoking pleasure.
Looking for something?
Nope, found it. Best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Old Gold Filters.
Yes, sir. The hunt is over. Here's the filter cigarette with the best taste yet. Why? Perfect balance of a great new filter and a great modern blend. You know, a lot of smokers spend half their time looking for good taste. And so once they hunt down those old gold filters, well, they're not going to let that good taste get away from them. They've found the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. And you will, too, when you light up that modern blend of tobaccos. So rich, so light, so golden bright. No wonder Old Gold filters give you the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Just try them and see.
The top recording star of all time was Gene Austin. He was the father of My Blue Heaven, another very great song. The second top recording star is Bing Crosby. Sharing the number 3 spotlight for selling over 50 million records each are 3 current favorites: Perry Como, Nat King Cole, and our star tonight, Frankie Lane.
The skies are cloudy and green. They're only gray for a day. So wrap all your troubles in dreams. Dream all your troubles away. Till that sunshine feeds through. There's only one thing you can do. So wrap all your troubles in dreams. Dream your troubles away. Your castle's troubles fade after all. Life is really funny that way. There's no use to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you King Cole the daisy? Just remember the sunshine will always follow the rain. So wrap all your troubles in dreams. Dream your troubles away. Your cancel's troubles fade after all. Life is really funny that way. There's no use to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you King Cole the daisy? Just remember the sunshine will always follow the rain. So wrap all your troubles in dreams and dream all your troubles away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newcomers are the lifeblood of your Hollywood and mine. They light up the sky when the old stars fade. We have 2 very attractive youngsters with us tonight. Neil Adams. Her dancing was one of the big excitements in the Broadway hit Kismet. More recently, she was in Pajama Game. Her first moving picture will be This Could Be the Night. Russ Tamblyn. His versatility was a high spot in MGM's 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Tonight, they wed their talents for the very first time. And only 1 short week ago, they hadn't even met.
Neil, you may have the rest of the night off after you clean up this mess.
program is brought to you in compatible color, pioneered and developed by RCA. The makers of Old Gold cigarettes, regular and king size, and Old Gold filters, for the best taste yet in a filter cigarette, bring you the Walter Winchell Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Walter Winchell.
Mr. and Mrs. Border to Border and Coast to Coast, a toast to you and yours. Here's to the stars in your eyes and the 48 in your heart. Our stars and headliners tonight feature Frankie Lane.
To spend some time with you, just like this rendezvous. To cheer you if you're blue, that's my desire.
Miss Lisa Kirk.
To warm you if you're cold, some rock songs you know, a dash of rock and roll, that's my desire.
Russ Tamblin.
To help you dance your cares away, we borrow steps from the ballet.
Neil Adams.
We'll mix some jiving with you.
And now a very special guest, Jack Parker.
So let my jokes begin to help you wear a grin and smile that new year in. That's my desire. That's my desire.
Before we start celebrating, here is the story of a hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, only a few months ago, the New York critic said that Lisa Kirk had set a precedent in swank hotel nightclub history. The Waldorf Astoria Hotel booked her act right after